Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here. Today it is the 26th of April 2024. Quick favour please, if I can ask, and that's if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, because that'd be a big help. So please do click the button if you would. Today it is Spirits Burning and Michael Moorcock and their album The End of All Songs Part 1. Okay, now Spirits Burning is I guess you could say it's a sort of a spacey progressive rock collective fronted by Don Falcone and an ensemble cast of various collaborators. And here, with The End of All Songs Part 1, this is Don's continuing work with noted science fiction writer Michael Moorcock, and the ongoing project of their musical interpretation of Moorcock's classic The Dancers at the End of Time trilogy, which of course, if you know, comprises of An Alien Heat, The Hollow Lands, and now the End of All Songs. Now I read the trilogy. In fact, I read a lot of Michael Moorcock stuff when I was a mere young lad, around about 1980 or so. I have the Alien Heat and Hollow Lands albums, you know, the first two albums in this particular trilogy. I wasn't aware that The End of All Songs had come out. It passed me by completely, but thankfully Don emailed me a few days ago about it. So I ordered a copy pronto, and after listening to it, good stuff. As with the first two interpretations, this third part, covering the End of All Songs part of it all, is another excellent exercise in what I guess you could call laid back-ish, trippy, spacey, atmospheric progressive rock overall. You know, we've got extensive lyrics that continue the storyline. We've got kind of those like rambling, meandering guitars, interesting percussion sounds going on, some nice melodic bass lines, and another varied instrumentation, which gives it quite an engaging listen overall. Especially, probably, if you've read the books, you might be able to relate to what's going on a little bit more. But even if you've not, it's still enjoyable stuff, and plenty to get into. And over the years, of course, Moorcock's worked with Hawkwind at various times, amongst others. So if you're familiar with what Moorcock's done with Hawkwind, say on I don't know, Warrior at the End of Time, for example, then you'll get what the idea behind what Don and Michael are up to on this particular Spirits Burning interpretation. The list of contributors that Don gets to play with him is indeed impressive again. To mention just a few, because there are many, but to mention just a few, probably the more notable that you might be able to relate to, we've got all sorts of past and present members from Blue Oyster Cult and Hawkwind, such as Donald Rosa, Albert Bouchard, Danny Miranda, Harvey Bainbridge, Alan Davey, and you know, a cast of many others as well. And one that I particularly noted was the great Fabienne Shine, you know, from Shaking Street. She provides vocals on It Is Everything, and I think that's one of the highlights of the album. You know, when they appear, other contributors, yeah, let's go with that, are instantly recognisable as being from them. So, you know, with like Donald Rosa's guitar and Albert Bouchard's drumming is you know, both instantly recognisable. The entire album, I would say, draws the listener into the story, and say it gives plenty to get into. Overall, if you were to think of a slightly laid backish combination of Blue Oyster Cult, Hawkwind, Gong, and similar, you'd be about right, if you're wondering. Now, I say that the first two albums in this trilogy are good stuff, and so is The End of All Songs, all worthy. You can find it on the Spirits Burning Bandcamp page, which I will put a link to underneath. So you can go there and various formats. If you're ordering a CD from there, be advised that I'm in the UK, and when I clicked on the link to buy a CD from the Bandcamp page, that the postage was postage from to the UK was quite a lot of money. So I clicked on the company beginning with A after a long river, named after a long river, and found it on there. Good old Amazon. Which was more reasonable postage wise. But if you do go to the Bandcamp page and buy a physical copy, and you're not in the US, perhaps postage might be a bit of a barrier for you, but you'll find it in other ways, I'm sure. So that's Spirits Burning and Michael Moorcock, The End of All Songs, third in the trilogy. Back to new wave of British heavy metal briefly. The new live album from the good old Tigers of Pantang is out today, I think it is, officially. It's excellent stuff, so we'll look at that next. But in the meantime, don't miss out on Spirits Burning. So that's it for today. Please do subscribe to the channel before you go, because that'd be marvellous. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.